Hey guys, it's Jan, also known as Zen Bluster, and today we are taking a look at the DCR-02 Clear Black Special. And they actually took the clear part to heart, essentially, over here. As you can see, it also made the chassis clear, clear purple. Okay, so we're gonna go and take a look at the item number 95604. at 1200 yen. All right, so let's take a look at what's inside. Kind of an interesting combination of parts on this kit. The best part of this kit, as you can see, is the super hard tires, and it's also even branded with the PDC right here, branding right there. In addition to, of course, telling everybody that these are super hard tires and these are badass and always should be running super hards. Well, not always, but generally you want to be running super hards. These are just good for, cornering, for even still a decent amount of grip, in acceleration out of the corners as well. So always good to have super hard tires. Next part is the Black Special smoked body right here being included. Always a good thing. All right, let's take a look at the box. Oh, the box is still the old style box. That's interesting. Okay, so here it comes with a smoked DCR-02 body, which is you can mix and match essentially with the other DCR-02s, because I think the DCR-01 is slightly different, and you cannot really combine the DCR-01 with the DCR-02. But that's still pretty cool having this. You can mix and match the colors from the other DCR-02 kits, and but I personally prefer the Black Special body. I just like the smoke. I'd rather have that over some of the other ones. It's always kind of cool when you can kind of see through the body, but it's like slightly hard to see, because of the dark color. Looks like they came with 3.5 to 1 gears. That's always a good thing. Being included in the kit makes it a little bit better for box stock racing. Has a little bit more top end. And then here it comes with the SMC motor right there. Let's see if you guys can, the camera would like to focus. All right. Yep, there you go. The SMC motor. Nothing else special out of this hardware packaging right there. And this includes the MA chassis right there, ABS. But the problem is that it is the translucent purple, or the clear purple version. So if you guys have been racing quite a bit, you guys will know that the actual strength of the chassis varies differently the moment you turn it into the translucent version. It's supposed to be softer, which is good for absorbing hits, like when it's landing. But when it's taking hits, like let's say that your car flies off a little bit and it goes quite a bit fast, there's a much more likely chance that you actually break these parts right here. Essentially, the bumpers are a lot more fragile in these types of kits, sadly. So I mean, I have not personally tried to build like an open class car out of a translucent chassis kit. I've seen it done, but I don't remember if it was pretty successful. But generally, people stay away from building open class from this. I've never really seen anybody use these for tuned class 2. At least I have not personally. But yeah, these might be okay, as long as you go relatively slow. It should last a while. But eventually, at some point, I think these will have some problems in the bumper side. So that's always one of the things that you have to worry about with these ones. But in box stock, if you build this, especially including the super hard tires, that is always going to be a pretty good, kind of crazy combination, because the car is kind of slow anyway in box stock. And this chassis tends to absorb more hits. It's a lot softer, so it's got a little bit more give when it's landing. So that might actually be something that you should consider if you're actually going to be racing this specifically for box stock. So it's going to be cool. This might be one of the better box stock kits, just because of this chassis. It's just a slightly softer version of it. So all right, let's set that aside. Let's look at the wheels right here. These are the Y spokes. Looks like it's purple metallic plated. or it might even be pink. I'm not 100% sure. Let's look at the box. What does the box say? It says matte pink plated. Yeah, I was kind of correct in the second guess. Pink is pretty good, but I don't really like it, this type of material on this kit. I mean, it does say that it's like plain plastic, plastic right there, but I'd rather have just the ones that aren't plated. I think the plating kind of makes the plastic more brittle. So this is another one of those pain points that you could worry about. Or if you're just racing in box stock, this might actually be pretty good because, these are soft, a little bit softer than the regular plastic. So these might actually be pretty good for box stock. And then let's look at the A parts right here. So just the regular white A parts. Nothing out of the ordinary from there. So let's take a look at the parts. I don't think there's anything gonna be too different on these ones. This is the one with the tech tips, the booklets, and then I don't think there's anything too additional from this one. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary other than the specific way that you have to add the DCR-02 assembly body to itself. Let's take a look at the stickers. Oh, they added some of these plastic. Oh wow, they added plastic stickers. Oh, that's pretty good. Actually, that's not too bad. So yeah, if you want to do some masking, these are gonna be pretty good for masking the particular parts of the kit where you want to paint or want to have like a relief paint essentially covering a certain part and not covering certain parts. These are going to be pretty nice if you want to do that type of stuff. So alright, and just to remind you guys, this kit is still going to be available at the DXN Provisions website. So the link is going to be here at some point in this video. Always look at the upper left corner. So a lot of my usual partners are over here. DXN Provisions is going to be one of the ones that you will see over here. So these are going to be available on the site, so check that out. If you don't want to do that, you can just look at the video description. The video description has the links as well. And yes, you guys should take a look at that because this cut might actually be pretty good for its collectability. So alright, so we're gonna rate this kit in terms of value, collectability, and upgradability. So for value, having the super hard tires is always gonna be a good thing. Pretty much that always determines a lot of me grading the kit. If it has super hard tires, that's always gonna move the grade a little bit higher. The only thing that they probably could have done to make it a little bit better is if they also added like a polycarbonate ABS chassis or something like that, or a polycarbonate body, but I don't think they're gonna do that for the DCR-02, so that's gonna be just like a dream if that ever happens, but I don't think that's likely to be the thing. So for value, I'm gonna give it a 9. For collectability, I'm gonna give it a 10. This is essentially the first time that they made a translucent purple chassis. That's always going to be kind of cool, clear purple, because of the interesting nature of it. Doesn't mean that it's like raceable, it's just pretty collectible because of that particular part. So for collectability, I'm gonna give it a 10. For upgradability, one of the main problems that this kit has, despite having the super hard tires, is this. Because of how brittle the chassis is going to be, you're kind of limited onto the things that you can do. Maybe if you start cutting up certain parts of it to make it more like an open class type of chassis, it might be better because there's a lot less extraneous parts that you can like bend or snap. So that might actually be pretty good. So that could be an okay thing that you could do. Make it open class, start cutting pieces off. But I would not really cut out the center because it's already like fragile enough as it is and already soft enough. Though if you cut it more, maybe it's going to be more flexible. You might like that, or it might make it too flexible, so that might actually be a bad thing. So for upgradability, sadly, I'm only gonna give it a 7. So When you add all of those up, you get an 8.6 as a score in terms of average. So all right, there you have it, guys. This has been my unboxing and overview of the DCR-02 Special. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please like, subscribe, and share. And thanks for watching. Go race.